Hi everybody, Jo here again. How you doing? We've got another month and another Lavinia Creative Challenge. And as you know, all the information's on the Lavinia website. And this month, the theme is Faerie Glen. So for me, I thought I'd create a lovely little space where we've got a couple of fairies here. We've got the lamps so they can see. We've got some fairy orbs. And I just wanted to create that mystical feel. And that's my interpretation. But again, what are you going to create? How are you going to interpret that Faerie Glen? I had to use one of our lovely new fairies. But this is an older one from a set called Fairy Foragers. And again, I love to mix old and new stamps. So this is the sort of thing I'm going to create. And it all starts off with a piece of A6 card. And this is the Multifarious card. And I'm just going to start with my stamping on Eryn, one of our lovely new fairies. And it is lovely how they all mix and match. So I'm just going to stamp her sort of over this side, nearish to the base. Now I think Eryn's got a little bit lost and she can't quite see. So that's why the Fairy Forager is coming in with a lamp. And I don't mind the size difference because obviously fairies come in all shapes and sizes, don't they? So we're going to pop this one just coming up and saying, I've got my lamp and you can share it. And then I wanted some shrubbery around and I wanted to look like there was a little glen and there was a little, almost a gap in the foliage. So I've gone for the star cut mushrooms and I'm going to stick with the black. And what I love about this is you can colour the individual mushrooms if you want, but you don't have to. So I'm going to come in once on this side and then again, and I'm still using the black. But then this side I'm just going to come in once, just because I don't want it to be too symmetrical. I think it might look a bit more natural and magical. There's a lovely stamp set called Lamps, and on it we've got some little mushrooms, but also we've got the lamps. So I'm thinking if we put one just in here, and then we'll pop another one here. And the good thing is, on this set, there's one facing the other way. This one, look. Now, I just want some copy of paper because I'm going to pop this one at this side and I don't want the big stem, look. But as I say, we've got this lovely little mushroom. And what it means is I can just group first, second, third generation, a couple of these to carry that design along. Just so that you see how it follows it round. So what I'm going to do is introduce a little bit of stamping at the top as well, and I'm going to get the stamping done and then add some ink, some more colour. And I've gone for maple leaf, and look at that, just brilliant. But what I'm going to do is I want to ink it up first in the Wisteria Purple. And this is one of the new Versafine Clair colours. So I'm going to stamp it once here. And the reason I'm doing this is I want to stamp it in black, but I want the purple to just be behind to give me an extra colour and some extra depth. So I'll give that a wipe. I know my black's darker, but I don't want to contaminate the ink pad. So quick wipe just with a damp cloth and then dry it with my Inky Binky. And then with the black, this maple leaf, perfect for men's cards. And I have to say, it's lovely to see how many other crafters are discovering it and using it. Now, because we've got that lovely purple in the top, just to keep it all balanced, I need a little bit of purple stamping at the base with the little woodland fern. and just add some here. And just a couple of groups, because again, the ferns, they do tend to just grow in little groups, don't they? And if you do it like that, it just looks more believable. But you see how that just looks so much better? And then we can add some lovely colour in the background. First off, Mermaid, and we'll add our lovely moon mask over here. Just turn it upside down. I just find it works better. And again, when I ink up first at the base, that'll just give me a little bit of shadow. And I'm just going to get that ink around that moon mask. Just a little bit more. Just want it a little bit deeper there. Right, happy with that for the minute. I'm going to introduce some Flying Fig at the top and some Pixie Green at the base. And I've just got a piece of kitchen roll here. And always blend on the lid, as you can see. And I'm just going to come in and add some purpley tones into that sky. And I'm going to go right across the moon. Just so, again, it's a Faerie Glen. We want the lovely magical colours in the sky. And you can still see the moon, look, but you're building up that magical colour. And then I'm just going to come in with the green, the Pixie Green, and I'm going to go right up over those lovely mushrooms, look. Plenty of colour. And then right across the bottom. And we'll just come up a little bit there to give that hint of the green. Now, I want it darker in the corners, but what I discovered is really good is if I go over the purple with the green, now bear with me, and this is just in the corners, look, and then bring the purple over the green, and it just gives you that darker colour round the edge. And I'm just going to come in a little bit more, bring that green back here. But I love the tones that it's given me. Right, happy with that. Right, and I'm just going to get myself a watercolour tag and we'll just smoosh these colours because I'm being really good. I'm doing lots of tags and all will become clear tomorrow. Right, so that can be filed over there. Yes, I'm really trying not to waste any ink. And I've got myself a little project with my tags, which I'll share with you tomorrow. Right, getting back to this, we want to add a little bit of colour. So I've got my Mondelez pencils and I'm going to add a little bit of yellow into where the lights are and some hair. Our lovely lamps. And then just going to have lovely yellow flowing hair. Right, and then for her skin, again, there's lots of different skin tones you can use. I'm just coming in with the pink and very gently adding a little bit of a rosy cheek. And then just on her arm, she's been out in the cold and often you can get little pink areas, can't you? And then with this lovely sort of fleshy colour, again, and I'm very gently. A few people have asked recently about any little tips for colouring, and for me, I would always say, have your pencils, nice point, and be nice and gentle when you add in your colour. Now, these Mondelez are water reactive. You don't have to use the water if you don't want. You can use a water brush, but if you hadn't got any, the white, just press a little bit harder but blend over the top with the white. And I've done this before, and what happens is you get a lovely almost like waxy feel and it blends it beautifully. I'm going to use some of my Wink of Stella to blend, so I'm just going to use that as to add some lovely glitter and just to use instead of a water brush. It's almost a glittery water brush, isn't it? It's a Faerie Magical water brush. So my clear Wink of Stella, and I'm just going to come in first on the lamps where we've got the yellow, and then her hair. And then I'm just going to clean, and then just on her skin, and this blends it beautifully, so you get those lovely tones. And that pink just goes in with that fleshy colour. And then on the wings, I'll start with the purple on both, and then blend into that red. And look how vibrant. The Wink of Stella, or if you're adding water, it really makes those colours pop. So, just want to do a couple more things. Because I've got the yellow here, I want to add a little bit of yellow at the top. And I've gone for this lovely stamp from the foliage set. So I'm just going to add some lovely little hanging catkins. So there we go. I'm not going to overdo it, but that as well just balances with the yellow up there, Lemonade. That's going to be another firm favourite, isn't it? So, a little bit more finishing touches now, and I'm just going to get my lovely pastel pencils out. And first thing, I just want to ground our lovely fairy. And I'm just going to use the black, and then just smudge it and just bring it right down into the base here. And I'm just going to bring a little bit more just here, just so it goes into that edge there, those colours, there we go. So she's got a shadow, but also it just there fills that lovely gap. And then I want to add some light round the lamps. So lots of different ways of doing this. One way that I like is to just use my yellow pastel, but then I blend it with the white. Now, pan pastels are really good for this. If you've not got pastel pencils, just use your pan pastels. But can you see how we get that lovely glow there? So I'm just going to add that to each of the lamps. Again, just so we've got a lovely glow. We'll have the same down here. And then over here. And as I say, you can spend longer, you know, and just really emphasise that and add that beautiful, that lovely glow. Now, I'm just going to add some little water splatters, just for some faux bleaching, again, for that magicalness. I like a bit of magicalness. And while that's faux bleaching, we'll come in with those finishing touches. Black fine liner, and I just want to put a couple of little, so it looks like she's dancing and she's flying in. White Posca, and I'm just going to add a couple of little highlights. Again, I'm not going to overdo it with these, but just a couple. Little one down here, and again a couple. And I'm just using lines and dots. Just catch the top of her head, and here we'll just catch this. Maybe just a little bit there, and a couple on the top there. Just on a shoulder and on a knee. I think the light from the moon there will just catch a knee and a hand. Now, the other thing I've been asked recently is about orbs, and there's lots of different ways of making orbs. So I'm just going to dry, but for me, your work has to be dry. So what I'm going to do is just bring this design in. So all I've done to make these white orbs, and the card's dry here, you see, where I've got the white, for my faux bleaching, all I'm going to do, so let's pick one, say here. Oh no, let's have one over here. So can you see we've just got a white dot from the faux bleaching, and I'm going to come round and add with my pastel, and again you could use your pan pastel, a white orb around that. And then in the middle, with either a Posca or the mangaka, I'm going to come in and put a lovely dot. And can you see, that's one way of getting these lovely white orbs. Now, I can't do it on here because, as I say, if I try, if it's not completely dry, it won't look right. So I'll add that later. Last little thing I'm going to do is come in with some lovely yellow sparkly Posca, just to go in that background, just around the edge, and it shows up, it's like gold. Oh yeah, speaking of gold, it's a good job we mentioned gold. I'm just going to add some lovely gold, and this is one of the Signo pens, the metallic, just on the detail that Tracy's given us here. See, it's a good job. Thank you for whoever shouted gold. Joe, you've not added your gold. So if I move this out of the way, file that on the floor next to Mr. Eric. So there's that lovely finished design. And there's the one with the white orbs. And again, it's nice to see with or without white orbs. And I've added one of our lovely sentiment stickers away with the fairies. So I hope you enter the challenge. Can't wait to see what you do. And again, remember, it's your interpretation. If you put it on our socials, Lavinia for you, and reach out with Lavinia, please tag me in so I can see what you've created. I'm a bit nosy like that. Right, I'm off now. Cheeky brew and biscuit time. Take care of yourselves. Thanks for popping in. See you again tomorrow. Love and hugs from me. Bye for now.